And we are here. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are locked in. Welcome back to the Consumer Group Chat, your favorite or new favorite panel of wonderful content creators on YouTube coming together to have an overall conversation about what's going on in hip hop, right? So, as you can see, we got a wonderful panel here today. We got a bunch of panelists. We do have one more coming soon. But as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is our panel. So let's go ahead and start introducing everybody, shall we? So, to my right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the boss lady in here. All right, we got the authority. You understand me? We got the one that don't play about none of this. Community first. Everything else after, not really, but you understand. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Miss Hummus in the building. What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? How you feeling? We got Miss Hummus in the building.
Who are you talking to? You were in and out. Pause.
I was in and out. What? I was introducing you. I was in and out. My mic open.
Your audio.
Is it actually bad? I swear it was fine earlier because I was live earlier.
Nah, I heard you.
Oh, you heard me?
You sound like a robot.
Really?
Okay, maybe it's me. What's up, y'all?
Y'all got me
scared.
All right, and next
What's
up,
up, chat?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a working man. He on the job right now. He locked in, but he's still here with us. He here locked in with the community, and he's willing to contribute to the conversation because this is going to be a very important conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have King Hammer with us.
What up? What up? You already know it's King Hammer, the hip hop enthusiast, the ace up your sleeve. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Support is free. Bars, damn it.
Let's go.
All right, and finally, we got the man himself with some of the funniest and illest videos I've seen. Period. I don't know how you do it, but you do it, and you do it well. And yo, I ain't gonna lie, your cuts and those little like clips you be finding, flawless. My favorite one actually is that's mine.
Yo, that's the community favorite right there, man. That one don't ever miss.
Bro. We got Big Zo in the building, bro. It's popping, bro. We got Big Zo, bro.
Shout out to everybody. Appreciate you having me here, man. Appreciate all y'all. For sure.
You gotta hit that. That's mine. Nah, that's killing me. Every video, I'll be waiting for it too. Act is the worst one with it too.
Oh, fact.
That's crazy. It's actually kind of weird sitting here because I gotta push my soundboard away because I keep looking at it and I gotta remember it. Like I ain't in the driver's seat right now.
I am. I'm in here moving cars right now.
It's all good. So we can go ahead and start getting into the conversation for today because I feel like it is important that we touch base on this topic, which is what the title is for this live stream, which is we're going to be talking about fan bases and communities, because I feel like me personally, there is a very big disconnect with the fans and creators nowadays. Not for YouTube creators, but we're talking certain
Over again.
We're talking certain rappers, we're talking even brands, we're talking companies. There's something going on in the world right now that is not making a lot of sense, and that disconnecting from the fan base, from consumers, it's very concerning in a sense, but at the same time, there is opportunity to really create something substantial for the future.
I'm gonna exit out and come back in because my internet is tripping. The hubby's probably playing some stupid video game that's taking up all the bandwidth.
Nah, you good. Don't worry.
I'm gonna exit out and come back in because everything, you sound like a robot and everything keeps freezing. I'll be right back.
I sound okay to everybody else though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, so just to continue on. So when we talk about certain companies, when we talk about certain artists, when we talk about certain brands, you can't hear me now? Can you hear me? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, perfect. So let me just go ahead and continue on. So let's go ahead and talk about the first topic at hand, which is we got to talk about it one more time, because when it comes to Lupe Fiasco and the moment, or the long moment that he had on Koala Tea's video, if we're going to be honest, man, I understand a lot of people are trying to take care of their greats, and that's rightfully so, because when you hear the conversations about Lupe Fiasco, there's a lot of individuals out there talking about his accolades. They're talking about what he's done, what he's accomplished, what he's still doing. That's right. I understand that. But even all that stacked to your name, for you to act the way you act, somebody has to say something. Somebody has to call you out. And I feel like with the panel that we have today, we have a very good opportunity to kind of voice that and kind of push that message forward. So I would like to start by saying that there was not enough accountability taken whatsoever when it came to this individual. And a lot of people, not us in here, and of course to any other fans that are tapped in with the situation, because everybody understands, but at the same time, a lot of people out there, they're not understanding, they're not getting it. They're thinking that it's just trolling. That is not the case. You are not familiar with the content creator that Lupe sat down with. You need to understand Lupe Fiasco was definitely wrong in that moment. So I want to open that up to the panel, and let's quickly talk about the kind of the mistakes Lupe Fiasco made, and room for opportunity to kind of fix, but it wasn't taken. I just want to ask everybody here, just like, what are your thoughts on just Lupe Fiasco's kind of just moment that he had with Koala? If we can start with Zoe.
I'll keep it real, man. I kind of got jumped into that situation a little late, because I kind of chose not to really pay attention to it, because first of all, I'm not a big fan of Lupe.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I don't really like jumping into situations where I don't have enough knowledge on it. Like, especially if it's an artist and I don't know much about their catalog or what they have provided to hip hop, So for me, I kind of stayed away from it. But looking at from what I did see, I think Lupe had an opportunity to get on there and actually have a conversation, a real conversation with somebody, even if he looked at Koala like Koala wasn't qualified to talk about anything as far as his music. Like, I think he had an opportunity to actually understand somebody who isn't on his level like he thinks, but to understand somebody who's on another level, which is on a level of a consumer level, somebody who could potentially buy your music. I feel like his disrespect for somebody like that shows how much respect he has for his actual consumers, like the people who actually buy his music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because if you're putting out this music for the people, right? You're putting out this music for the people to consume, and you want them to respect your art. You can't also look at those people like, you can't critique my art. That's not how this shit works, man. When you got a painting, when you got something that you put on the wall, people, what do they come to do? They come to look at it. And then everybody has their own interpretation of what it means to them. So whatever you were trying to put out there, if they didn't get it the way that you wrote it, it just is what it is. So I think he had an opportunity that was completely missed, and I think he definitely made that a negative situation for himself. But other than that, I just think he missed a big opportunity with that one to connect at the very least.
All right, we're gonna go to King Hammer, then after we're gonna go to Miss Summers.
All right, let me go ahead and get out there, because these guys don't need to hear what I'm about to say. Because what I have to say, because unfortunately I wasn't able to hear Zoe. I think it might be something on my end, but I don't want to rebuttal or basically reiterate the same things that he said, but I will give my just firm opinion on Lupe's most recent performance, along with his perception of himself, because he believes that he is still that same rapper from 2012, 2013, where he would be able to walk circles around other rappers and be able to, deliver substance and quality music, but he's over here selling $30 tickets to sold out tours, bragging about that on things that we haven't heard for over 13 years. Now, that gets to his head and it makes him elevate himself, but he does not know that he has not stayed at that same area in the last 13 years. I'm not going to say delusional. I'm not going to say that he is just displaced. He has a time issue when it comes down to hip hop. All that time and time away from the people and his fans distorted his own perception of himself. He still thinks that he's Lupe from back then right now, whereas we haven't had a relevant or quality project from him in years. And for him to sit there and to put himself on the pedestal that he does, I'm sorry for the win, y'all. I'm just at work, but I needed to be a part of this panel. I think that he just is displaced and he doesn't know it. He has hip hop dementia, and he just doesn't understand that he is now
Hip
out
hop
of tune
is
with the people.
Wow.
And in order to get back in tune with them, it's not attacking content creators or reaction channels. What it is putting out the work and seeing the results of it. And instead of placing himself where he thinks he is, instead of where he actually is. That's my take on it.
All right.
All right.
Miss Hummus, take it away.
So here's what I think, or this is what I'm assuming. I think he is having a manic episode, or he's going through a midlife crisis, and I'm not even being funny. If that's not the case, then I think that he sees that channels like ours, because he was in my live chat. I had like 800 and something followers. So it's like maybe he sees
I didn't
that
know
oh yeah, he was in there. I didn't pay him no never
That's
mind,
crazy.
but I went back and watched, and my chat tore him up. I was like, I'm not paying attention to him. Me and L are not cool anymore. It's a whole thing, but I think he sees these channels, these hip hop channels, and we are starting to drown out the BS, right? They're not relevant. They're not the topic of discussion. And he decided to hop on and ride the wave because Koala's blowing up. He's like, every time I hop online, Koala has my name in his mouth. Like, he has 3 videos of you out of the bajillion. Like, stop it. Stop it. First of all, this is what I said. You are Lupe Fiasco. That's number. We're not taking away from his pen. You're Lupe Fiasco. He's jealous of Dot, which is why when Koala mentioned him, Koala's such a troll. He automatically got under his skin. And the thing that sucks to me, it's like, he didn't let him talk. Every live he hopped on, he didn't let them talk, except for Culture United. They coddled him. So I just think Lupe needs to sit his 44-year butt down somewhere. You need to do some meditation, get some ayahuasca, read The Power of Now, or go see a therapist, because this behavior it's not, someone of his caliber should not be behaving the way that he's behaving, because we're not going to sit up here and say Lupe ain't Lupe. Come on now. This is Lupe. It's just weird to me. It's just weird. And yeah, I think we can't, someone was like, he should be canceled. And I'm like, is he relevant enough to cancel?
Ooh.
Go sign to TDE. Go do that and make some good music.
I heard Macwaf say
this ain't it.
Macwaf say he'll give us some producers and put them.
Yeah. Go do that. He said you can have Soundwave.
Yeah, get Soundwave, hook you up with some producers, get you right.
Yeah.
He's right.
So it's clear
that he's jealous of that.
Exactly. So it's clear that he's very emotional. Something that I've learned recently, actually at least like a couple months ago, when you really break down artists and you really kind of like dissect them, then you start to realize how emotional they are in general. It's almost as if it's a requirement to be an artist that you have your emotions, but you need to control that in a sense, because that display that he showed on that live, your emotions were completely out of control, and we need to make it clear that in that moment you are just way too emotional. I failed to understand as to why he wanted to jump in only when Koala had a couple videos on him. If you go on his page, you will see it. There is not a lot of videos whatsoever, to make it clear. For the way Lupe was acting, it's like he made like 10s, 20, 30 couple videos on him, and now it's at a point where it's like, bro, what's up? But at the same time, when it comes to being an artist, you actually have to maintain your character. You almost got to like maintain your mystique, because that's what makes you astounding. That character that you portray to the world that makes people fall in love with you, regardless of how old or how young you are. You got to make sure that you maintain that, regardless if you're still dropping music or not. That's the reality behind it. Because when you start to kind of like break down the marketing behind these things and how artists are pushed nowadays, that character is a very big value now, especially since we're in a shift in music. A lot of people are not putting that together, because this shift in music, notice how since the beef or post beef and how the industry started to change, there's a lot of things that are not making sense starting to happen. Of course, like, it's unfortunate, but it leaves room for opportunity to grow, or to at least create that growth in hip hop. That moment did not accomplish that whatsoever. So now it's at a point where it's like looking at that situation as a whole, and then seeing how they were on Culture United. At that point, I gotta say something. At that point, I gotta sit there and say that PR stunt that they ran on Culture United was actually disappointing to see. For one, Read My Soul, because I watched his live after that Culture United on the Thursday, where he did say L was his PR team or PR manager, public relations. What you witnessed on that Culture United panel is literally public relations to a T for social media or artists, like sensations. How there's a situation that happened and how you can kind of fix or mend it in a way where it's like we can move forward from this. First of all, it didn't work, but look at what happened. Look what it did to Culture United. That used to be one of my favorite like panels. I still consider it one of the better superior panels out there, but it's like I look at that situation, it's like, is this what we're doing for our greats? Instead of acknowledging the accountability that they need to take, this is what we're going to do instead. I gotta say something, right? And I'm sure with everybody else here, everybody in the chat, a lot of people are going to agree with the lack of accountability that was taken on that panel. This is why we're starting to speak up. When you look at these channels, when you look at Miss Hummus, when you look at King Hammond, when you look at Big Zoe, any other content creators that actually brings value into this hip hop space, you need to start to realize that we are here to help you. But if you're not on our side, in a sense, that's when we're going to start looking at you a little different. So at that point, I want to ask everybody here, like, what are your thoughts on just like us being here with our own channels, pushing conversations forward in hip hop? I just want like, it's open, like open to anybody. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Just having our own channels, growing our own communities. Just what are your thoughts?
I think everybody has their own way of approaching the content that they do. I know for me personally, like, what you see is what you get. Like, when you see my content and you see the way that I approach my content, and also like the takes that I have, like that's all me. Like, these are my thoughts. These are the things that I think. Is all my opinion, and I respect everybody else's opinion. I gotta be super honest with you. I did not see that panel. I did not watch that panel. So I don't know much about what happened on that panel, but I did hear a lot of the talk surrounding what they said happened on the panel. So for me, it's kind of one of those things. Like everybody know how I operate. Like I kind of stay out the way. You know what I mean? I stay out the way. I do my thing. I support everybody. But from what I did hear people say that they were disappointed in the conversations that were happening. And I also saw Justin kind of explain, you know, the back end of what was going on with that. So I don't have a lot of thoughts on that because I don't know enough. But I do think we all have kind of a responsibility to just, you know, speak on the things that we speak on and from the most honest perspective as possible without much bias. Unless they talk about me in academics or something, they're gonna say I'm biased as hell. And Drake or whatever. Yeah, that definitely gonna say I'm biased with that. And I'm okay with that. You know, that's one exception I could take. I'll take that. But I think we have a responsibility to just talk about the things that we talk about in the most honest way possible. Because I think the people that watch us kind of expect that and they kind of deserve it. I mean, because these people, like a lot of these people show a lot of support because not just because they want to be in the chat, and it's because they actually believe in the things that you're saying and they support your content. Like, it's hard for you to take time out your day to come sit and watch somebody. You know what I mean? If you don't really believe and trust what that person is saying. So I think we all have a responsibility, and I think everybody is handling it their way and figuring it out on the fly because this shit is unpredictable. Like, y'all know it. Y'all make content. Like, it's unpredictable. You could wake up one day and not feel like making content. You know, you could wake up one day and say, I don't feel like going live, you know, or you could go live and nobody show up. You know, it's just, you just never know what you're going to get with it. But I think all of us are doing a good job just figuring it out the way that we can. So that's just my thought on it.
That's valid. Miss Holmes?
I already knew from watching the third verse that Justin was biased towards him. And here's what I'm going to say. I'm okay with that. Because I don't know if y'all seen Koala's compilation video, but I shouted out, everybody but you, Flux, I'm sorry. But I shouted out, I'm like, this is one of mine. So if that were to happen, I'm gonna be biased. That's just facts. That's facts. I'm sorry. The thing that bothered me the most was everybody on the panel, and then they were muting all of us in the chat. Like, we were getting muted left and right. And then my Discord, everybody was talking about it. Like, what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? But Justin did make a video and said that he didn't prepare his moderators to handle us in the way that he should have. He didn't prepare BX for what she was about to experience.
Oh, BK?
And I'm not gonna, he didn't tell BK, like, he even said that he forgot to turn the speed of the comments down, right? So that they can read them. So I'll give Justin grace because that's my dude. I was very disappointed. I unfollowed him on everything.
Damn,
you went
every X, YouTube, everything. But once I calmed down and I, acted like an adult, I refollowed him. I reached out to him on X and I told him, I was like, I was upset. I'm sorry. But at the same time, y'all should have held him accountable. But he had a very pro Lupe panel. And what are we supposed to do about that? We can't tell all of them, you should come at him. They were all pro Lupe, except for BX, but she's not even familiar with the entire situation. So she doesn't really even know what's going on. She's doing everything off the fly.
Yeah, it took her time to kind of figure it out because I did watch some of her videos.
I had a problem with her broke creators.
Oh yeah, that's a no-no.
Yeah, the whole that thing, and I will say this again on camera. Elle sent me back my $20 that I donated to her for her Paris trip.
What?
Cash. I swear. She sent it back. And I was like, all right. I mean, I respect the pettiness. That's actually awesome. I'm like, girlfriend, that's but I'm done with her. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch Culture United going forward just because she's on there, but I don't know. Like, it was exactly what I thought it was gonna be based on the third verse. The part that bothered me so much was they were muting K-Way's super chats.
Mm-hmm.
They were muting all of us or like kicking us out or putting us in timeout. And that's why I was like, all right, I'm done. This is crazy. Crazy. So that's how I feel about it. Lupe needs to I don't want to take over the conversation. Where are his people at? Negro, get off the internet. Where are your people? And then he was like, this is the last time. He was in the third verse super chat, the third verse live chat. Am I lying?
Mm-hmm.
He was literally just in the third verse live chat. And then he was in someone else's live chat. I was like, I thought you said you were done with this. And then he was like, I'm in everybody's live chat. Shouldn't you prepare your plan for your next class? Where are his people? Y'all need to sit this nigga down and tell him log off. Take his phone away. Log him off of YouTube because this ain't it. You are Lupe Fiasco. This is crazy to me. Sorry, y'all. I'm older, so
No, you good.
This is crazy to me.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
You know, I quick question. I ain't gonna lie. Before all this happened, when did we ever hear about Lupe before this? Did we? I'm curious because
every time he brings up Kendrick.
Yeah, but that's like once. What doesn't he have like a special time of the year that he does it?
What, his birthday? Like,
I don't know. I know there's a time where everybody kept saying it was like this. They had the dates down to a science. Like he's gonna come out and say something. Yeah. But it's like that's my whole point. Is like I ain't never heard of him before that. It's like where have you been? So maybe for him, it's one of those situations where he feels like this is kind of some of the attention that he has been wanting and he needs it at this point. So every time he does jump into a chat, everybody talks about it. You know, the next video is Lupe was in my chat. And then there's a conversation about it. So maybe to him, we looking at this like a negative thing, but to him, it's like a reward. Like, you know, I went over there, now everybody's talking about it. So next person I see talking about it, I'm going to jump in their chat. And, you know, it's going to be a conversation.
Do you think he like hops on YouTube and searches for his name?
I would hope he don't.
I had 800 followers when he hopped into my live.
I would hope he don't. But he did say Koala was in his algorithm. So that means you was watching a whole bunch of Koala videos. Like if he in your algorithm, you was watching the videos, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, because you could easily say, don't show me this no more. He ain't do that. That means you wanted to see what he was saying about you. And for you to say that he's not qualified to talk about you, why do you care about what he says then? It's because it actually holds some weight. Mm-hmm. You know? So I don't know.
And that's what I was saying. Like, I think that's my bad.
No. Go ahead. I was just closing out. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to cut you off because she be talking.
No, you good. Go ahead.
I watch my videos and I'm like, you be cutting folks off. So go.
No, go ahead.
No, I think that's why I said that, like, he sees that these smaller or true hip hop / culture, because I don't consider my channel to be a hip hop channel, but he sees that this side of hip hop, the real side of the culture, us as a people, right? If you think about it, us as a people, we are collectively coming together. We are collectively in step together. We are reaching the masses so much so where I see younger people following us. Like they want to deep dive into lyrics. Like he sees that those channels are, because he could have went and talked to the DJ who don't spin and the white boy. If you add 11 plus 11, he's there. And the other people, he could have went over there. He could have. He's in real hip hop channels. And that's one of the things that I was like, silver lining, at least real hip hop channels and real culture channels and real us. And you know what I mean by us. We're in the limelight. But sit your ass down somewhere, Lupe Fiasco. This is a goddamn shame. Boy, if you don't get your butt out of here, ain't no way. So that's what I was saying about that. But I will say that, and we've been talking about what a lyricist is for 2 weeks. So he's annoying and he needs to go somewhere. But at the same time, at least the conversation has been focused on us as a culture. Right? On us, like on real hip hop, not the salacious BS. Like people have been actually having conversations about lyricism, and they're showcasing and highlighting real channels that care about the craft and about our culture. So for that, I appreciate you. But other than that, sit your ass down. L, if you're still watching, tell him to sit his ass down. Sit down somewhere. True. Okay, I'm done.
Nah, you could. That's technically a job. Before we continue, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, the full panel is here. We got J Tom and King Hammer here with us.
What up?
My guys,
hey, J Tom.
What's good? What's good?
Yeah. So before I let you guys go, real quick, I just gotta I want to make it clear because I'm not trying to me personally, I don't want to point fingers too much. I'm just calling out the hypocrisy behind Lupe and the stunt that was pulled on that channel. Because I feel like at least people need to know what happened. So I did explain that in a couple videos where I'm speaking about what public relations is, how it's like a crisis defense force for artists or anybody that hires them. Does it always works? No, but at least I'm calling it out for information for everybody to understand. But at the same time, for me being here in Toronto, for me being here in Canada, I do also have a responsibility because I'm trying to build this page up so I can actually help artists here, so I can assist artists here. Because with my marketing knowledge that I have graduated for, I want to make sure that I do still contribute to hip hop culture or to our music culture so that we can thrive and actually be a part of the conversation. Because outside of Drake, Weeknd, Justin Bieber, Jesse Reyes, ain't nobody else you hear from here. So it's kind of tough, but I want to make sure that I want to make that clear. So even though Culture United did make that mistake, that is still a platform I would want to be on to actually express my thoughts to whatever conversation that's for that episode, or just at least to show out for the city or promote for the city in any kind of way, so we can actually get some eyes over here, so we can actually be part of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? J Tom, King Hammer, we just talking about the lack of accountability that comes with Lupe Fiasco. So I want to hear from J Tom since you're here. What's up? What do you think?
Okay, so I've been seeing Lupe Fiasco go on a couple platforms, and in every single platform he goes on, he tries to control his narrative. He tries to control what he is talking about. And whenever the creator tries to go and actually, push back, he doesn't allow them to speak. I think it's, for the creator, I think it's very disrespectful. I think that at the same time, me being a Lupe fan, because if I had that button, the disappointed the disappointed fans button, if I had that, but me being a Lupe fan, it is very disappointing seeing what he's doing. Like, to me, he is a lyricist. He is a definition of a lyricist. He can give you a story and he can give you punchlines. We've seen it. But the fact that he is trying to control or change the definition of what a lyricist is, that makes me kind of like, bruh, like, are you serious? Like, why are you trying to change what a lyricist is? Like, there's many different types of lyricists out there. Like, for example, storytelling lyricists. There's a Kendrick type of lyricist that will give you stories. He'll give you his personal story. He will give you bars. He'll bar somebody heavy, like we saw him do with Drake. We've seen the different albums that he's given us. He's given us albums where we think. He's given us albums like actual albums where you can put that shit in a club. He's given us albums where we're just like, holy shit, this dude is an all-around artist. So for Lupe, me going back to the conversation, so for Lupe to sit there and try to control the narrative on what a lyricist is, and I actually did a video where I looked up the word. I didn't do research, Zoe. I did not do research, okay? I looked up the word. I looked up the word, and the word actually means somebody that writes poetry, somebody that can portray what a story is, somebody that can give you damn, I lost my train of thought. Okay, somebody that can give you just deep lyrics, that can put a story and mold a story inside of what he's actually trying to say without actually saying it. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. You're
you-
basically like talking about how like you can code a story through words.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's actually what hip hop is. If you guys take a look at it, that's one of the pillars of hip hop. Lyricists, MCs, right?
Right.
So just for Lupe to say that, like, trying to control it, I just don't. That's very disappointing to me, and I get that he's a professor teaching what lyrics are and what lyricists are, but is just, to me, it doesn't. I don't know, man. Like, it's just very disappointing to see.
Maybe that's why he could get on a live and talk for 3 hours, because he's so used to doing the lectures. So, every time he has a conversation, it's not a conversation, it's a lecture.
Right.
Maybe that's just what he used to. I also don't even blame him. I was gonna say, I also don't blame him really for feeling sometimes the way that he does, because I feel like as an artist, you should feel like your shit is the best. What only matters after that is how you approach that. Like, how do you have that conversation about how much better you think you are than this person? How do you approach that conversation? I think that's where he has the disconnect with people, is how he approaches that. Because you approach it from an area of arrogance, like extreme arrogance. You're supposed to be arrogant a little bit, but on Lupe level, it's kind of like an arrogance, but at the same time, everybody who doesn't agree with your arrogance, they don't know what they're talking about, or they're not qualified to talk about this shit. Like, with music, I feel like this is how I look at music. Everybody has a right to basically talk about your shit. Everybody has a right to critique your shit. Everyone. I don't care if you ever heard a damn rap song in your life, because your first critique comes. Where does your first critique come? Whether you listen to the music or not. Like if a song is presented to you, somebody say, yo, you ever heard of Lupe? You're going to choose a couple of things. You're going to say either I never heard of him, or I ain't trying to hear that shit, or give me his best song. Let me see what it sounds like. That's where the critique starts, with those three things. So if I say I don't want to hear that shit, guess what I just did? I just critiqued your shit and I don't even know you. Because I don't want to listen to it. So it's like, so that's how I look at it. So when he comes on, I feel like he gives this idea that if you say that his shit is not good, just because he believes that his shit is great, that now you don't know what you're talking about. You don't got no right to be even talking about his shit. It's like, I don't want to talk to you. Let me talk to somebody who actually know what they talking about. Why? Because they say that you're a great MC. I don't know. That maybe that's his love language. You need like words of affirmation. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Oh man. He said that's his love language.
He need words of affirmation, man. He need. I don't know.
Yeah. And
my bad. Go ahead, Hummus. My bad. I had cut. You were saying something, Hummus. My bad.
No, I was actually gonna bring up a question. Sorry to cut you off, Ms. Hummus. I'll let you cook. All right, I'll let you cook. But this is where that video that I dropped a couple days ago, Flex actually wanted me to bring up this question. Do we as a consumer, us being the listener, us being the person that is listening to it, do we have the right to critique an artist for the song that they put out, or the project that they put out? And I'm gonna let the chat answer it too. I'm gonna let Miss Hummus, Zoe, and King Hammer answer it as well.
All right, y'all go ahead. Take it away. Don't let me do it first.
I mean, y'all, I basically kind of gave my answer.
Yeah.
I think we do. I think everybody does.
I have a tendency to talk too much, so
I'll go. So, yes, it's definitely like you can't stop that. That's freedom of speech. Plain and simple.
So can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, you good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
But it's freedom of speech though. So regardless of people like it or not, you can't stop that. You can't stop the video from being uploaded. Of course, you can kind of like do whatever you do to kind of like take it down or whatever, but you cannot stop that initial upload for the video. That is what it comes down to when it comes to being like a content creator. If there's something that you want to speak about, if there's something that you really passionate about, that you really care about, absolutely, that is pretty much your time to shine. So yes, we can critique it. Anybody that says otherwise, you're damn fool. I'm sorry.
But you know, bro gotta figure that shit out, man. Figure it out, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, what you gotta realize is like times are different now. Everybody that's critiquing your shit was saying the same shit back then. They just didn't have YouTube to do it. Everybody was talking. You know how many times I done played somebody like, man, get that whack shit out of here. Like, but now you could say that shit on the video. It's just what the times are. This is where we at. Like, it's easy. Like, you could have a phone and create a YouTube channel. All you got to do is press record and you good. Now you have an opinion, and it depends on how long you do that shit, what kind of audience you going to get. Lupe is just stuck in that damn loop. And that's not a play on the name. I know they've been calling him Loopy like nowadays, but it's like, but he on a fucking loop now. And I don't want to and I don't want to really crack no jokes on him for the sake of whatever. But it's like, what I'm saying is like he just stuck in a place where he feels like this is like back in the day when he didn't hear that many people telling him, you know, like, oh, your shit is not this or your shit is not that. You don't know that shit because they didn't have a platform to tell you that. Now they do. So you just gotta figure that shit out, man. It's 2026, brother. You gotta get that shit together. Move on with the times.
And also, real quick,
do y'all think that he's bitter? Oh, my bad.
Real quick. Just two things. Notice the battle has unlocked pretty much this. The battle with Kendrick and Drake, this is what it unlocked. It unlocked people voicing their own opinions, having something to say.
Mhm.
And here comes the fan bases following and understanding the conversation. And then at the same time, let's keep it tall right now, bro. Lupe, bro, you were there for like 3 hours. You could have abort mission by the first hour.
No,
No,
that man
and then
said
he was
not
like,
until my point is made.
no, and then he's like, oh yeah, I gotta go. And then somebody tells him, and he's there for another 2 hours.
Another 2, yeah.
In the famous words of
it
J.
reminds me
Cole,
of Zoe.
I know.
in the famous
be like,
words
I
of
ain't
J.
gonna be
Cole,
that
we
long.
wouldn't. In the famous words of J. Cole, if he wasn't dissing, then we wouldn't be discussing him. Because personally, when was the last time anybody has spoken about Lupe unless he was running his mouth?
Hey, that's a fact.
Now, the last time that we even spoke about Lupe was possibly around lasers, right? Sorry for the wind, y'all. I'm outside and making it look like I'm busy. But at the end of the day, Lupe is emotionally damaged from the fans' perception of him because of the fact that he wasn't able to keep up as an artist because he had to make a choice, whether it be his artistry or his personal life. And he said that plain as day. I was there on Koala's Live as he was getting barbecued on YouTube Live. That was amazing. And I gotta say, it was a phenomenal performance on both ends. Shout out to Koala, shout out to Lupe. But the problem is Lupe sitting here surfing the wave of the smaller content creators, and not all of us are small. It's just that I'm saying, like, as the reaction community, me being at least a member, I found it disrespectful, because who are you to sit here and tell us what we think or how we feel? Who are you to sit here and to judge our perception of your artistry when we are the ones that dictate where your placement is in the house of hip hop? You, sir, are only played when Superstar comes on, or the only other 3 songs that we ever play that ever pop on. No one's gonna sit there and decipher all the hieroglyphics that he puts in his rhymes. He's an amazing and skilled artist. Don't get me wrong. He makes me want to delve into more and more. All these goddamn cars unlocked. What are y'all doing these days? Everybody lazy, man. I swear. Sorry, y'all. I'll be having my moments where I just spaz for a second. That's my bad.
Hey,
I'll be
get your
yelling
money,
at my
bro.
son or my daughter here and
Get
there.
that bread, bro.
But
I thought you was gonna say he makes you want to delve into trigonometry, bro. I thought you.
yeah, hell no. That's too much brain power. And as a father, I'm already using too much right now.
Too much brain power is crazy.
Yep, too much right now. Is just thinking about this whole Lupe situation, because Kendrick is an all-around, overall, I want to say, top pick of what you would consider the mascot of hip-hop right now. And I'm not going to sit there and say that's the king, because Nas is still around. But Kendrick is definitely the one leading the charge when it comes down to mainstream hip-hop and making sure that it's in a good, or at least a decent place, because everybody who has dropped afterward has been cheeks, keister cushions. So at the end of the day,
Hold on,
Lupe
wait a
is
minute,
just
hold on.
upset.
We are not gonna downplay Casino and Kill the King.
No, we're not going to downplay. No. But Kendrick being who Kendrick is,
You said everybody who has dropped since then.
Oh yeah, no. I'm saying
Okay.
Kendrick being who Kendrick is, regardless. If we didn't have Kendrick, then we wouldn't have Baby Keem.
Or we probably would have got him later.
Or we would have got him and only on SoundCloud, unfortunately.
Probably with a different sound.
Let God sort him out. Everything has been awful. Everything is a lot. Like, let's come on now.
I love
Okay.
Like, ever since the beat, Kendrick has revolutionized hip hop back to its original state, which is lyricism. If it wasn't for lyricism, hip hop would not be a thing. And
That's
a lot of people don't understand that because they were so caught up in the turn up era. The turn up era was around 2005 all the way to 2018. Until 2018, it was just nothing but brain rotting or just turning up in the club because we're already dealing with so much pain in our community that the only thing to do is to go to the club and go turn up and have our fun and to release ourselves, you know, physically and not emotionally, not spiritually, not in the intellectual ways that we should have ever since the late 70s. Hip hop has been around in order to warn others of past mistakes, problems, and to influence their lessons and feelings about those issues, to not only warn us but to guide us as a people. Y'all got to remember, this is the spirit of the Negro experience, and luckily it's become multicultural. But the biggest issue is that controversy sells, and the more controversial you are, the more you'll sell. So Lupe, being who he is, he's just mad because he couldn't sell, and let him stay mad. And this is an ex-Lupe fan. I'm done with my rant.
Yeah, he blamed his fans for that part.
And we blamed his ass right back because he let us down. He let us down. I'm over here looking busy, so don't mind me.
Do what you do.
Hey,
can I say my little piece now?
Yeah, let Miss Hummus go ahead.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Do y'all think that some of this animosity and the way that he's moving, like his students, listen, I don't know this. I just seen it somewhere. I don't know if this is facts, but I do know that he covers Kendrick Lamar in his classes. He talks positively about this man in his classes. He gives Kendrick Lamar his flowers and talks about the intricacies of his lyrics and the way that he sets up things, bars way before in his classes. Is that it? Is it because Kendrick is the artist and gets the love from the culture he never had? I think at the end of the day, he's jealous. He's jealous. The battle happened. There are still YouTube channels that talk about the battle, that talk about Lobry, that talk about Dot. And I just feel like he thinks, or he feels, because he's such a lyricist, because what we're not about to do is take away from his pen. He might be very intricate to where we don't understand, but his pen is his pen, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he's just jealous, and that's why I said he should sign to TDE. I don't know if y'all seen the interview with Punch and Curtis, but Punch was saying like he had to kind of tell, he had to tell certain people in TDE, like, you need to like calm down with all the lyricism. What do you say, y'all? A jump shot or
mid-range.
I don't be I don't be knowing about the basketball, but yeah, like sometimes you need to. I don't think it's dumbing it down. I think it's just finding a way to get a message across to your audience. And at the same time, you can still use your lyricism, but don't overdo it to where half the people don't understand what you're saying. The average American, the average human being right now has a 4-second attention span. That's lower than a goldfish. A goldfish has a 9-second attention span.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
where we are as a people. So the fact that we listen to Dot, the fact that we are intrigued, we dig up his lyrics. I don't know how to explain it. He just is what he is. Like, he's one of them generational talents, as is Pac. Nas and Dot are 1A and 1B. They go back and forth. And I just think that he's so jealous that he didn't get there, that's why he stood on that stage and blamed his fans. He literally said, if it wasn't for you being 12 years old and downloading my music, I would be doing stadium tours.
Yeah.
You forgot the words at your own concert. Seriously. And Mac Wap said it best. What would Dot do? Freestyle. If you are this lyricist and this artist you claim to be, freestyle. Reach in your bag, as Mac Wap said, and freestyle. KG, if you're hearing on my mama, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, he's jealous. At the end of the day, he's jealous. I don't know. Like, everybody has handed their craft to the next person. And in my opinion, it shows you're very anti-hip hop because he was able to take that craft and our culture and actually talk about it without watering it down onto a level that reached people. So that tells me, and then he was bragging about hanging out with rich folk and capitalism and culture united. Oh, I could be with this. Nigga, do you care about our people? So to me, he's lost focus on the goal. He's lost what it means to be a hip hop artist. And I think that's why Dot has so much cultural cachet. He doesn't do interviews. He's not on socials. He says everything through his music and we rock with it. Same with the clips. So you can tell through the music when somebody is effing with our culture and when someone's not. And we're not there anymore. So he's jealous. Those almost are.
I think he could. I think he, I do agree with you. I think he's jealous for sure. Whether he wants to admit it or not. But also, Dot didn't get to where he's at and has even like let's say it is true, right? People look at Dot and whenever you say something about Dot, everybody's ready to defend him. He didn't get that just by just existing. He earned that shit. Like, let's keep it real. Like, he earned that shit with the things that he does, with the way that he moves, like you was just saying, how he moves when it comes to media, the integrity that he maintains. Like, he had to take a hit for a lot of those things. Like you constantly have people telling you too woke or you too this, or when you talk, you all you talk about is this and that. I want to hear this, I want to hear that. But he stuck to his shit and does what he wants to do. It'd be easy for Dot to just conform to what all the critics out there are saying we want him to sound like, but he doesn't. And the fact that he doesn't to other people, that right there translates as somebody who's genuine in the shit that they doing. So when you talk about having that cultural, significance within the culture, like you're there and people respect you and they have a bias towards you and they ready to defend you at every point. He earned that shit. Lupe can't just come out of nowhere and be that guy just because you rap good. It ain't just about you rapping good, bro. You gotta have everything else for you to be able to get that. Like the respect is this shit ain't given. You earn that shit. So who gives a fuck if everybody's going crazy when you say something about Dot? Yeah, that's Dot, nigga. Like, he earned that shit. Like, what did you do to earn that? Because you made some great songs and you got some great stories. That is not all this shit is. But Lupe.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's just this world, the world or the new kind of like era for music. Because with music, it's really tied with social media nowadays. So now that the two are kind of blended, it's like the rules are changing right in front of us. Right. So like the old rules in the sense of being like a rapper or the idea of being a rapper doesn't necessarily apply anymore. Like a lot more goes into building a fan base. A lot more goes into building a community because that same community is what's going to take care of the artist or whichever creator that created that community, right? So looking at the Lupe situation, that kind of, it does way more damage, regardless if it's positive or negative for you. The damage that comes with that moment is absolutely substantial, and it can literally, it's not good. Like it's not good. It's not a good look for like your overall career. Because regardless if it's the music, your actions or your character, all of that now matters when you are an artist. That's like it's like your report card now. We're grading you on all these different things in a sense. That's literally how it goes now. So it's like as the rules are changing, artists need to not only pay attention to the rule changes, but as well make sure that you conform and actually move in a way where it's like, okay, now that I understand that the fans have more of a presence within music, I got to make sure that not being a yes man, but it's like I got to understand at least, right? So that's why I'm calling out the accountability. And then while in the same breath now, when we look at the India Arie and Young Miami situation with her song Spend That, we're kind of going along the same path as well, if I'm going to be completely honest. Now, of course, when you look at the takes India Arie has, where she's talking about how we need to stop going down this path and start going down this path, like she's right and wrong. But at the same time, when you look at the song, like it's not only a jingle, it's a bit of a bop, and it's going to work where it's going to be played. Now, I did came to like a conclusion or my own theory where it's like when it comes to the song and the appreciation and the love for the song, I feel like me personally that when it comes to the song Spend That, that there's a bit of fear mixed in with the discourse that comes with song of the summer or where are all the hits. I just want to ask everybody in the panel what you guys think about the song Spend That and kind of the conversations that comes with the song or with like the headbutting in a sense between Young Miami and India Arie. Just open to anybody to answer.
To be honest with you, I haven't heard the song, so I can't really give my opinion.
What?
I've heard, yeah,
Bro, I heard it everywhere.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it everywhere, but I don't really.
Okay.
I don't tune into it.
Mm.
I kind of like, zone out whenever I'm out and about. Yeah, so I really can't give my opinion to it, but from what I have heard, it is a bop.
I keep it real with you. I tried to zone out. I can't. It's everywhere, bro. Like it's everywhere. See, the summer snow, it's everywhere, bro. It's like you can't get away from it. But I do need y'all to kind of fill me in on because I don't even know what India Arie said. What did she say? What's the conversation that it's not what we need right now?
She's just speaking about like why do we continue to go down this path with the music that is being created in terms of just promoting and glamorizing all the negativity that comes with the culture in this.
So what's the path? Ratchetness?
Pretty much, yeah.
Is that okay? All right.
But she also said that she agrees and she knows not everybody is going to follow down that path. She very publicly announced that, like, she gets it. People are gonna like it. She's just saying her part on the internet. She's not telling you you're a bad person if you listen to the song.
Absolutely.
She's just saying like that energy is not something that our people need. And the thing with me that sucks, I see both sides.
Me too.
I see both sides. But where was that energy when he's talking about robbing folks? Where is that energy when put it in my mouth? Like, come on. It seems like just I'm gonna say this. It just seems like people have more smoke when it comes to, in my opinion, when it comes to female rappers than males. Because male rappers be saying the most disgusting things about females, and we in the club like, oh yeah. So she has this album and now, or this record now, all of a sudden we have to have a whole narrative and a whole conversation about it. Bring that same energy to old girl, or I'm sorry, to old boy. to everybody. And then Trick Daddy getting online looking like a melted fudge pop has the
Jesus.
audacity to talk about her looks. Negro, have you looked in the mirror? You are a hot donkey mess. If you're going to talk about someone's looks, make sure you are in a place that you need to be to talk about someone's look. You look, oh, I didn't even recognize him. The Charles Chat had to tell me I was like, ew, what in the world? No,
Y'all flaming
that's
the
what we're
crib
not
right
about
now.
to do.
Mhm.
Y'all
And
flaming
I'm
the
just
crib
saying,
right
like, she's entitled to her opinion, and I see both sides. I do see both sides, but it seems like the main issue is about the younger kids
Mhm.
listening to the record. In my opinion, I have 3 grown-ass boys. That's on you as a parent. You
Mhm.
can either they're gonna hear it. They're gonna listen to it, obviously. But I remember when I was a kid, I didn't know what the hell Too Short was talking about. I was just grooving to the music. They're acting like these kids are literally sitting down and be like, that's what I need to do. No, that's not the way it works. It's catchy. It's the song of the summer.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, these kids are not paying attention to the lyrics. I didn't know until I was like in my 20s that half the music I was listening to, I was like, why did my parents let me listen? This is horrible for a kid to listen to. But that's what it is. It's been happening. It happens in R&B. It happens in hip hop all the time. Why is she getting all the slack for this one song? And I see both sides. I get where India Arie is coming from, but she didn't ish on the song. She didn't judge. She was just giving her POV. So I see both sides, and I think it's BS. And I think it was the man that
Mhm.
started this whole debate, because this is crazy.
Yeah.
We've been going through this forever.
I do think though, like there should be a balance. And Flex and I always say this in all of our videos. There should be a balance between lyricism and like club music and the bop of the summer. What people like to say. I think there should be, because there is such thing as club music and the turn up music, and there is such a place for lyricism. That shit could be in your car, in your truck, where you jam that shit whenever you're thinking, whenever you're just trying to do something, right? I do think that there are different places where that type of music can be played. I mean, again, there should be a balance. And I do think, like, for example, me, whenever there is a song where I know the lyrics are really, really, derogative or really, really bad, my wife and I, we turn that shit off. We just skip it to the next song, if we don't, especially if we don't want our daughter to hear it, like we skip right next, to the next song. So do I think, again, I don't know what the situation is, but do I think that there should be a balance between, lyricism and club music? Yeah. There should be. There should be a perfect balance between each. And if that's what people want to hear now, both songs, I mean both types of music, then I think that people should just listen to it. I mean, we are the consumers.
I think people are overreacting, because at the end of the day, I think the biggest point to this whole thing is that the song is going to work where it's supposed to work.
Mhm.
Right.
Like strip clubs, the shit is going to work. Like
Yeah.
what are we talking about? Like, like at the strip club, it's going to work. The shit is going to work. And you know who going to fuck with it? The dancers going to fuck with it. And even all the dudes that's there, they gonna fuck with it. And what it's gonna do is make them throw more money. Trust me, I'm from Miami. I know this. They're gonna do this, bro. They're gonna be out there. It's gonna make the club do what it do. It's gonna work where it needs to work. At a pool party, it's gonna work there. Like you go to Vegas, they play that. It's probably gonna work at one of those pool parties. Like they not playing this at a daycare, dog. Like this is not being played at random places. So I think people are overreacting. Okay, you heard the song and you don't like the content. Okay, that's cool. But guess what? You could go to a party tomorrow and they play 2 Live Crew. What are you gonna say? Oh, this song? I don't know. I don't think this is conducive to like this shit was made in 19 like something. Like, what are we talking about? They still play those songs to this day. So it's like the content has always been there. Like the ratchetness, whatever you want to call it, always been there. It's always been there. The only difference now, and this is the same thing we're talking about with Lupe, you got to catch up to the times. Now people have more access to it. Some of y'all people, I ain't judging nobody, but some of y'all buying y'all kids cell phones and they only 8 years old and they got cell phones. They have access to shit. Not if you not a parent that's gonna be like, let me be on top of their shit. Guess what? They're gonna see some shit. They might not understand it, but they're gonna get exposed to it a whole lot sooner. So a lot of that is responsibility. You got to take the responsibility. Like your kid ain't gonna be in no club talking about spin that shit. And if your kid is in there talking about spin that shit at a club, we got some questions we gotta ask. I'm just saying, man. It's just,
that's a whole different conversation.
I just think people are overreacting about the damn song. I mean, this is her lane. This is what she does. This is the same. What was the song they made? What was the City Girls? What was that song they had? The big one.
What about WAP?
Even that you could.
WAP, yeah, that's
so many songs you could talk about. But I think they had like a conversation like this when WAP came out.
Yeah,
they did.
See, my thing is that I just don't understand. Like, I get both sides. Like I said, what Miss Summers was saying, like I get both sides, but it's just that shade that comes down on the black women when they want to step into that lane that the men are usually in. I never understood the shade because like if the guys are doing it and it's working and the girls have been doing it and it's been working, why not continue that cycle of something that works? Right? Like I don't understand that shade that comes with it. I don't get it.
You mean like when guys kind of like, so when guys can have like raunchy lyrics, basically?
Yeah, right. Like, the ladies can do the same thing and it works.
I mean, I feel like that's because there's always going to be a present double standard.
Why do you think that is, though?
Because it's double standard. That's always been here. That has never left. Like it's the same thing where a guy could say it's like
2026.
It was Tanya, Felicia. Like, you could name all these damn names. But then if she said it was Brian, like, then you're gonna be like, oh damn, look at like she out there, like, you know what I'm saying?
So oh my god,
he's right though.
No, but everybody's gonna talk shit. Listen, if Young Miami come out with a song right now and start naming 10 niggas that she's sleeping with right now, everybody gonna be looking at her like, what the fuck? But that's a double standard that has always existed, and it's always gonna be there. I don't got the answers. I don't know how to change it, but it's something that exists, and we all know it. So
here's my final thoughts on it. Girlfriend, do your thing. Everybody else, shut the up. You're not in the music business. You don't know what you're talking about. You can feel the way that you want to feel, but shut the up. Just shut up. India Arie is allowed to have her opinion and allowed to speak her mind. I love me some India Arie, but I feel like there's a place in hip hop for all sorts of music. I'm older than all of you guys on the panel. Back in the day, we had our conscious rap, we had our ratchet to the window, to the sweat drop down my balls. It was on the radio, and the white folks were like, "Oh yeah, no, that's what we're not doing." We had a zone and a place for everybody. Can we get over our righteous, it shouldn't be? No, dude, listen to the music you want to listen to. If you don't like the song, don't listen to it. Period. There's ratchet, there's trap, there's mumble, which is none of those are my cup of tea. There's storytelling. You know what, Lou? You can kiss my grits. I'm tired of y'all calling me a goddamn grandma. Anyway, there's storytelling, there's lyrical miracle. There is a lane for everybody. And what I'm loving is we're starting to get back to that. We are not on the charts. Oh, well, get over it. We used to never worry about that. We are starting to get back to the essence of hip hop. There is a lane for all of this music. So let her do her ratchet thing. If you don't like it, we have so much regular boom bap conscious hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, there is a lot of music that is out there. And if you're just only listening to your music based on what a Spotify playlist recommends, you're in the wrong. Because back in the day, we used to go to the store, they had headphones, and we used to play CDs. And you would pick the CD you liked.
I was alive for that.
Do that digitally. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Move the fuck on. Everybody wants to be in an uproar over everything. Dude, move on. There's plenty of hip hop. There's plenty of choices for everyone. Move on.
Look,
All I have to say.
Real quick, I'm gonna say this because I feel like it's getting me upset. I'm gonna just say this real quick because India. Listen, I love India. I love India Arie too, but India Arie needs to stop acting like she ain't never twerked in her damn life. She was probably twerking to some shit years ago, and now you can't come out and now say we can't be on this because you've grown past it. Like, it's kind of the same thing like the aunties that's out here trying to lecture the young girls today when you was dancing and with 2 Live Crew, shaking your ass next to the Nissan Maximas and shit, doing all that. God. You was doing all that. You was doing all that. So you can't come now and be like, well, no, this is not what we need. You lived your life. You can't come back. You can't come back now that you grown and you got some wisdom. Now you want to tell everybody that they can't do this. This is not where we need to be. So when you was doing it, like, you was having fun. You found your way and you went down the path you were supposed to go down to. So let all these other people go down their path. That's all I'm saying. The only person that should be mad right now is JT. Well, only person, bro. Nobody else. JT is the only person
coming, bro. What you talking about?
The only one that got a right to be mad. I'm sorry, bro.
What's that one song she had? JT coming. She coming soon, bro.
Hey, she got to. He the only one that got the right to be mad right now. Nobody else. I'm just saying, man.
Oh
shit. Yo, I'm just saying, man. Like, you lived your life. Like, let these people live their life and find their direction. They're gonna find it, you know.
Hey, bro, them earthy songs be getting them moving too. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but I know she done twerked a couple times to some of these songs with her friends. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Moving, I'm just saying, bro.
I cannot with you right now, Big So.
I'm just saying. I just don't. Listen, I don't like when people be like, "Yo, you can't do this." What were you doing back then? Huh? What were you doing?
And that's a question I posed on Charles when he was talking about it. I was like, because some of the more mature women, which I am one too, it was like, I was like, did y'all feel this way back in the day when we were talking? Listen, that music was out of control. And I'm like, so do you think that because you're older now and you have certain morals that you look at this music a certain way? And one person was like, come on, Miss Hummus. I'm like, I'm asking a genuine question. Like, I'm not trying to be controversial because I do think we're being hypocrites. Do you know how many R&B songs, especially R. Kelly, we should not have been listening to back in the day? And that's what I'm saying. Young people don't listen to lyrics. It is a vibe, as they like to say. Let them choose.
Mhm.
So I feel, yeah, it is hypocritical. It's a very complicated and nuanced conversation. And that's why when Flex was like, we're going to talk about it, I was like, oh, dear Lord, baby Jesus.
No, we talk about it. We don't run from this. Let us say something.
You can't escape it, though.
Yeah.
How do you escape it? You shelter your kids and make sure your kids don't hear it.
That's
Like, you can't. Like, you can't escape it. It is what it is.
Exactly.
Like, when y'all heard, I saw what was it, Doodle Brown?
Oh,
Like, when y'all heard that shit, like how you heard that? Your parents didn't say, here go a tape,
Pumps and the
play
bumps,
this.
pumps and the bumps.
They ain't say play this, here go this tape right here, play it and let me know what you think. Like, you know what I mean? You heard it on your own. It's always gonna happen. You always gonna have that one friend that's gonna play something, or you probably gonna be walking by somebody playing it, and then you're gonna have questions. What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have 3 grown boys. They are grown. 24. I don't be knowing these niggas age. 24, 27, and 30. I think
Damn.
they're all 3 years apart. Cannot keep up. But I feel like it's all about communication. Like, you have to have an actual relationship with your kids. If you are letting the interwebs raise your kids, then you've already lost.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have an actual relationship and communicate with your kids. And here, all right, I'm gonna shut up because, okay, I'm gonna say this one thing and I'm gonna shut up. I get it that parents are stressed and overworked and underpaid. So I don't want to sit up here and be like, because a lot of them don't have the time or the energy to do that. But you gotta 10 minutes. You gotta carve out some type of time to have a conversation with your child. And at the same time, these young kids are not paying attention to the lyrics. All they hear is spin that, spin that. They don't know what anything. They have no idea what she's talking about. Come on, y'all. Let's keep it real. They don't know. Like, she's teaching them how to scam and how to da-da-da. She's talking about her own experience. Hip hop has always been about storytelling. Hip hop has always been about what you've gone through in the streets, because hip hop is, Glasses Malone, say it with me, urban street culture. This is her experience. Who are we to tell her that that is not the urban street experience you should be? No. Period.
And everybody know they was scammers. They was scamming back in the day. So she ain't lying.
I'm gonna shut my old ass up. And
wait, is that the problem everybody has with the song?
Yes.
Is it promoting scamming?
Yes.
Scamming and women depending on men to support them, and
really,
what I don't know about the
I can't be that. Can't be that part.
Big Zo.
Can't be that part.
Big Zo. I be up in these YouTube streets. Trust me. There's for real. I be in these YouTube streets in the live chat. That is the major part they have an issue with. That is. It's facts.
Scamming.
It is.
Yeah, bro.
Shut up.
Young Miami made me do it. It's a crazy discussion in court. That's crazy.
Why you gonna say that, bro?
Yo, damn.
All I'm saying is, anyway, okay, stop, don't make me laugh, bro. India Arie, the point that she's coming from, is kind of outdated. It's kind of outdated. I understand the time period that she was in. There was a different kind of balance with the music, like what Jay Tom was saying, because we both talked about this in our separate videos. When it comes to the music in the 2000s, the balance that came with it and the holy matrimony between each genres and how it all worked together at some point, that's a different time. We're in a time right now where it's the subgenres, it's the aspects, the details. That's all in the conversation now. It's not just this, it's this and what comes with that package. Right? So the package that comes with Spend That, unfortunately, in the time period that we're in today, it's going to work. People are going to accept it. They're going to play it. You're going to hear it everywhere. And it's going to be peace. You just got to understand that the criteria today when it comes to different music and different avenues where you access music, it's up to you to control that. Like, it's up to the consumer. That's all it is. Like, a lot of these things that we talk about, it all comes down to the consumer and how the consumer can take power in their own future. But hey, do what you want. Do what you want. So when I see videos out there where you do see the kids at the little birthday parties and they have the song playing, who playing the song? And why are you playing the song? Why aren't you playing like some Paw Patrol or some Coco Melon or anything like that? You know, like
I mean, but wasn't it just
like,
a few?
I got slapped in the mouth by my mom. I got slapped in the mouth by my mom. My stepdad used to listen to Too Short. And I was like, he gave me a blowjob. I didn't know what a blowjob was. And she slapped me. And I was like, well, what dude? And the words are at, what is it for? The only thing is that it has more, it's highlighted through social media.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been listening to it. I'm like, nigga, you were the one who was, I don't know what a blowjob is. I'm just listening to the lyrics. I was jamming. I was like, okay. The only thing is, it gets highlighted on social media. My bad. We're talking about the kids, but get that out of here. We've been listening to,
Wasn't it like just not too recently, this same conversation was happening with Sexy Red?
Yes.
Because the song she came out with, and then they had the videos. Well, there was that one video where the kids at the daycare, or oh no, they were at a party. You remember the kids at the party and they were dancing to it?
Hey, they were locked in though.
Yeah, they was locked in. But it's like, bro, come on. Like this conversation every time, but you are right. It always comes back to the women. You know, it's always a conversation when it's the women saying something crazy. We've heard there's a rapper out there who only makes scamming music. All he talk about is how to scam. I don't remember his name. It's probably Lil something, but but my point is like they scamming music has been here, bro. Nobody. There's not. Yeah. Yo, y'all laughing because I'm probably right. That's what.
All right, man.
It's probably a little something. I don't know.
It's always a little something.
I don't know. Little Visa, little credit card. I don't know, man. Something. It's one of those rappers.
Little check.
Little check.
Nah, but you see, they have actually talked about that. Okay, it was with Not Like Us when they were playing it in elementary schools, and you were like, what the hell? You had all these little kids singing A minor.
Oh, A minor, yeah.
You have kids singing the PDF file line. You're just like, what? Why are they playing this in elementary schools?
You know what's
that goes back. That goes back to the teachers. That goes back to the adults. The consumers are the ones playing this shit in front of the little kids, and they're the ones to actually get the music in front of them. It's not just, it's not just the parents, but it's also teachers as well. Teachers and also social media, the radio, all that stuff. All that contributes to what we're talking about.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's it's just one of those I don't know. It's like nobody really has an answer. You know what I mean? It's like
right.
The only answer is just keep doing you. Like whatever parenting style you have, whatever way you know how to raise, like those are your kids. This, like, you raise your kids how you want to raise them, and whatever path they take is whatever path they take. You just got to teach your kids to take the best path for them. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like that. I don't know. What can we do about
I
it?
just think everybody on the internet wants to have something to argue about. Honestly, it's always something. It's like
sorry, go ahead.
always something. Always go like, dude. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to take over.
No, because you like,
because
for India Arie, you hear a song and you're like, you know what? I don't like that. And then now you want to say something about it. You know what I mean? But again, now you got a platform to say it. You know? But my bad. Go ahead, Flex. My
selective outrage.
I literally about to say that, but like at the same time, for India Arie, it's just like you're kind of outdated here. I don't think you're the even if there is a right messenger, you are not the individual for that because of how removed you are from today's society, which I think is the reason why people are having the conversation, or they're kind of like dissing or disrespecting, which is absolutely unnecessary. But I think that's the reason that she's so like removed from music, from the business, from the industry, which are all different factors in this as well. But her having that message, you're not the one for it.
Yeah. I mean, if she wants something to talk about, I mean, we just went through a live reaction to Future whole damn album. I think that if she wants something to be talk about, that should be what she be mad at. Because the shit Future say on his records, that shit makes Spin That look like nothing.
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying. But again, it's Future. You know, it's not.
But it was in response to a comment. She didn't just like come out of pocket and say that.
Okay.
She there was a comment and she like responded to that via video.
It just went mad viral.
It just went viral. Yeah, exactly.
Was a comment directed at her?
That's selective outrage.
Was a comment like that?
Yeah, it was like I don't know if they tagged her. I don't know what it was, but it was just like, this is not what we should be pushing to our kids, and what type of message are we sending, and blah, blah, blah. And I think I don't know all of the ins and outs, but I do know that her response was because of a comment she either read or someone tagged her in. So it's not like she just jumped out the window and was like, she was agreeing with the person who was making the comment. And she also said, not everybody is going to feel the way that I feel, and not everybody is going to agree with me. That's the part that keeps getting left out. And that's why I say I get both points of views, but I lean more on the side of, this is hip hop. There's always been ratchet. I mean, y'all, if you go back and listen to some of the stuff we listened to in the early 90s. Am I saying it's right? No, but this is hip hop. Like, Put It in My Mouth is one of the worst songs you could ever listen to. Ever in life. I know that song word for word. I should not know that song word for word. It is one of the most ratchet, nasty, disgusting songs. No. Put it in my mouth. You can lick it. You can taste it. I'm talking every drop. Don't you waste it. Baby, slurp it up. It's enough to fill your cup. Finger looking good. I wish a nigga would go down kind of slow or even fast. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Look at that.
Miss Hummus, that is not the message we want to send to the. That is not the message we want to send to the people watching right now.
Flex pulled out
but
the
what
Bible.
I'm saying is, we listen. That's not even the worst part of the song. But that's what I'm saying. We were listening to this stuff back in the day, and it's just like everybody wants to be in an uproar. That's why I say I get both. I get both sides of the argument, and I don't want to judge. But come on now, there was way worse stuff we used to listen to. Let's not do this.
It don't mean they gonna do it. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all ever catch me in the club and Spin That come on, I would not be spinning with y'all. Y'all can throw all the money y'all want. I will watch y'all do that shit. It's not gonna be me. Like
Why you drink a
The
cup
Oh,
of
you
song-
water?
dance?
the song ain't gonna motivate me to do none of that shit. It depends how I'm
You
feeling.
in there just straight vibes, like
I'm vibes, but it depends how I'm feeling. I might two-step a little bit, maybe. Like I ain't gonna be stiff up in that mother, but I'm just saying I will not be spending with y'all. I'm gonna spend time. I ain't gonna
You
spend
better
that.
not.
I
You
ain't
should
spending
dance
that.
though.
I will spend time in the club, but not that. That's about it.
yeah. So, like I was saying prior, like if we're gonna be critical about it now, when you look at like industry, when you look at social media, and you look at just like how artists are kind of moving along that pathway just to try to be successful, like that's Young Miami's way of creating something that literally sounds like a jingle that's going to work. And the best part about the song is that the song grew organically. A lot of people don't realize that this is not the labels pushing anything. This is not the industry hitting a button. This was picked up by consumers. This was picked up by fans. So the fact that the song is viral because of people listening to the song, consumers tapping in with the music, like that's a win for consumers, because usually what they do is that they're gonna hit the button and all of a sudden it's in the top 10, like some certain artists around here, but I'm not gonna say names, but you know.
Nah, you don't have to.
You know, right? But that's why I wanted to have that conversation, because the growth of the song is not the same as other songs that are usually pushed. That's pretty much how
But they weren't pushing that though.
No.
DJ Head and Gina Views like confirmed that they weren't pushing it on the radio.
Exactly.
They didn't have it like she just got signed. Like the label just caught up because the record was organic. It spread the way it spread because people, and they're not listening to it. It's the one part that they're spending that. They're not listening to the rest of that stuff. So it was organic. And then the record label went and signed her. And then she got, you know how they do, backing her, and they started pushing it. Yeah, it wasn't, because it wasn't like it came out and the label was like, we're gonna promote this and bought it. You know how they do. No, it was a grassroots thing. And of course, these money hungry, capitalistic, let's drain their culture, signed her, and then they start pushing it more and more.
So now, two things, because another thing that I literally just came to my head is like the growth of this song is damn near similar to Munch by Ice Spice. If anybody remembers that song, like people only remember the chorus, but the rest of the song is like a blur. Like a lot of people around here, when it comes to spend that, they gonna remember where them scamming, like they're gonna remember that part, and the rest is a blur. Like it's actually similar. But the other thing, and Miss Hummus, you just said it, is that the labels noticed. They didn't know what to do. We just revealed the flaw in the labels or in the industry in a sense, because right now they are struggling to figure out the music space. That's one thing a lot of people are not clocking, is that the industry right now it's not looking good. And the more that they're trying to figure it out through numbers, is the further away they're getting from like the fan bases, from creating communities, like how the theme of this live is where it's like the community is what's going to help make the artist today. The fan bases, not stands. Let's make that clear. Them stands, they need to be on medical leave. Like there's something wrong with them, but like but it's the fans and communities that
They need to
really
be
help
committed.
artists grow. That's the honest truth. So I just want to get like everybody's like opinion on that, like just noticing like the label's flaws, just like how like even their own systems are not necessarily working anymore, how their capitalistic ideas are just, it's not clicking. The numbers are working, but it's not matching up with what their desire is. I just want to get everyone's thoughts on that.
Well, what are they gonna do when this is a one-hit wonder?
Yeah.
Because from what I know, from what I've seen, she hasn't really had an impact like this.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems to me that they're, banking on her continuing to make these hits, but I don't know. We'll see.
This is
I
where
feel
her
like
team.
she's a one-hit wonder, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because that song is huge.
This is her
When do
biggest
you
song,
ever have
right?
a song like that?
This is her biggest song,
Song
right?
of the summer.
Does she have
Mhm.
another song
Yeah.
like at all? Like that's
As not her
She
by
has
herself,
other
but
music.
Okay.
as the City Girls with JT, they're gonna have songs. But her individually, no.
All right, so JT, make that phone call.
Get that feature.
Say my bad and get back together and then figure it out.
Girl, I was just tripping. Like
make the phone call, figure it out. Because I mean, that right there, that's right. I mean, because they had a massive hit
I
together.
cannot with you, Big Self.
they had a massive hit together, right? She branched off, did her own thing, got a hit by herself. Y'all could put together a project collectively and be all right. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but here's my thing, and I'm gonna shut up because I know I'm taking over.
girl,
That
you can talk as
that
much as you want.
record came from a place of authenticity. She had like 5 writers on that, but you can tell they were just like jamming and group. Like that's why it's so big.
Mhm.
We as a culture can feel and see authenticity.
Mm.
So if the record label or writers around her try to imitate that or replicate that, we're going to know. We are going to know immediately. Our people know when you feel something, you feel it. It's in your bones.
Mhm.
Like you can't help it. Your body moves. I didn't like the album when I first heard, or the record, but I was like, hey, you feel it. When you watch reactions, and I've watched way too many, I have an issue of not like us. You can see the reactors immediately. They're like, oh. It's just, we know as a people, we know as a culture when something is that. And I feel like that's what it is. And I feel like these dumb record labels, they don't know that. So they went and signed her. And in my opinion, she's not going to have another moment like this because she's not that type of artist. So
Unless
they make her an industry plant, which I hope she wouldn't sell out like that. But everybody's in it for the bag, so who knows? You never know.
Unless I'm gonna piggyback off of what you were talking about. Unless you put your music on TikTok, you put your music on different platforms, and then let it, grow organically, the way that I forgot what the name of that song was. Spend That. Spend That. The way that Spend That was organically grown, probably TikTok, because that's where I heard it, and it was just that little snippet.
Mm.
And if you keep putting your music on there and people can vibe to it and dance to it, and can feel the music, and like what you were saying, Miss Hummus, authenticity. If you're authentic with your music, people can feel that and they'll vibe with it. So I think that she can grow and continue growing her career through multiple different outlets like TikTok or Spotify, or other places, SoundClick, whatever whatever you want to put your music on.
So that pretty much goes into like the packaging that artists need to they need to do to really push a record in a sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it all relies on the team you have around you, honestly.
Facts.
Because
That too.
a big record like this, if you don't already have a plan in place for if you have a huge record, then you already doing it wrong. Like, because I don't understand how people continue, even people that are searching for like that one record. I don't understand how they continuously do that without a plan in place. If one of those records does take off, you can't wait until the record takes off and you're like, okay, now we got to figure out what to do. You know what I mean? So she could have done a whole bunch of things. They could have pushed her to do more features, on other records, keep her name out there, or a bad team will try to make you continuously try to replicate that hit again. You know what I mean? But I don't know what direction they taking her in with that. But honestly, I don't expect much from her. Like, let's be honest. If they asked one of y'all right now, what do you think the next Young Miami record is gonna sound like? You wouldn't have a clue.
No.
Like, what is it gonna sound like? Like, is she gonna be rapping like some real shit?
It's a one-hit wonder.
So I don't know. And these record labels, they no longer have like the power to just say, here's another hit. Unless they have like another guy that they want to throw you in and make you collaborate with or whatever the case. I heard her saying she wanted to collaborate with Drake. And I was like, here come the shit. Like,
you
but
know what time it is for that.
Yeah. Well, Drake like, yo, I need 2 of your songs.
Like Girl Get Up is not on the charts and it didn't skyrocket, but I've heard it IRL.
Yeah.
That song is dope. And
Real life is where it matters, though.
Exactly.
That's where
that's my whole.
that's the disconnect.
Exactly.
That's where they disconnected at. They don't get that because they think like Lupe.
Yeah.
We know it. We know what we talking about. They over there on the bottom. They don't know. We know what we talking about. But it's like, bro, we showing you in your face. This is where it matters. And even with Kendrick, there's a reason why he was able to fill those seats. It's because the IRL, that's where the shit matters. All that other streaming shit. Oh, how many plays I got on Spotify? And that shit it's not filling seats. What real people.
And it's manufactured.
Exactly. So you could manufacture that shit as long as you want, but when it's time to really show, it's not gonna show, and you're gonna look stupid, or you're just not gonna go do no tours like somebody right now. That's probably afraid out of his mind.
He has no tours planned.
No, of course not.
No tours planned.
Because he know the real. Yeah, that's why I be saying people like Wale. People can say whatever they want about Wale, but Wale is gonna pack. He's gonna pack a show because it's real life. People in real life are fans of Wale.
We need to stop the Wale hate, by the way. Like,
I mean, they be on Wale.
Look, Flex. I know this is your show, but I do want to ask a question.
Of course, go ahead.
Do you guys think, and do y'all recognize that the labels are pushing? And I'm not saying that Young Miami song is not a bop, because it is, but haven't you noticed how they're pushing the stuff that waters our culture down? It's like a very surgical thing that they're doing. The records and the albums that we should be listening to and that we as a culture actually enjoy are getting put on the back burner, and all this drive-by McDonald's, as G likes to say, McDonald's lollipop rap is like being shoved in our face. It is they are doing this on purpose. Like, it is very calculated, because why aren't certain records bigger? Like, seriously, T.I.'s album is, and he's talking. Wale's album, Raekwon's album, the Nas album. Like, there has been so much, oh my God, hip hop that has come out, but we don't hear any of it. It's like they're pushing the nonsense. To me, I feel it's very intentional and very surgical, in my opinion.
Well, funny enough, I actually do talk about it on my channel a lot. It's just the way that I go about explaining it is that I'm using the methods that they practice against them to kind of like show people that this is what you're using to create or push music, and this is why it's not working anymore. That's pretty much how I do it over here. Like, of course, like I can basically explain it like they're pushing music that that's kind of like watering down culture, that's kind of like creating or taking away from culture to create a monoculture, to have all these different groups of individuals join in on a conversation, while you have the regular culture or the actual real culture that we're like rooted in, kind of like looking stale right now, because they rather push things that gets more engagement than to push something that can get people moving, talking, thinking. It's like they're trying to take away, like it's anti-intellectualism. Like you're taking away like knowledge, you're taking away just like um skill, talent, anything that's rooted in the pillars of hip hop. It's like you don't like that because you don't understand that, and because you don't understand that, you'd rather create your own, thinking that this is going to be the standard, when in reality, don't people only come over here to take a break but go back over here to get lit again.
Right.
You know, so
I see it as crack and alcohol on every
Oh, yeah.
street corner. They don't want us to be
Yeah.
conscious. They don't want us to be positive. Seriously. Because
Mhm.
music is, people listen to music all the time. It's
Mhm.
like, oh, we don't want a positive, uplifting message. Let's make sure we promote this. It's no different than the crack. It's no different than the food deserts. It's no different than there's a freaking liquor store on every corner of the hood. It's no different than redlining and gentrification. I feel like it's a very concerted, surgical effort to make sure that our youth, especially, don't have a thought for themselves, are not aware of who they are and where they came from. That's why you see Black young men standing beside a white man and allowing them to say the word nigga is crazy to me, because they don't know their roots. They don't understand where they came from. They don't know the beauty of their darkness. I'm not trying to go off on a tangent. I'm just
Girl,
saying,
keep
I
going.
just feel
Don't
like it's a
stop. Go ahead.
very surgical. The powers that be are using music now to replace drugs and liquor stores, because God forbid we have an awakening. They've taken out our Black history in textbooks in school. They're removing our artifacts in museums. They've already taken out DI. It's like our culture is being erased little by little. And the reason why we can't get on the same page and do something about it is because these younger folks are like, it's not that serious. And that racism is not a real thing. It is. So any kind of music that is pushing a message forward, that is trying to tell our youth, this is how we should move, it's not going to be popular. They don't want us. They don't want us to hear that. They don't want our Black youth to hear that. Why would they? Because if we hear that and come together as a collective people, that's a wrap. As not only Black people, as people of color. Could you imagine the damage that we could do, or the changes that we could make, if people of color came together and we're like, I'm done with the BS? They don't want that. So let's push this lollipop. I just want to get the money and the hoes and the drugs and the alcohol and be online and be dumb and dumbed down. It's like they don't want that. All right, rant over. Sorry.
It's like
I'm
it's like
glad you said
brainwashing.
that though. Real quick, I'm glad you said that though, because one thing that I was saying, because there's a reason why I wanted to bring up the India Arie Young Miami kind of like topic, not necessarily trying to like say this is what's supposed to happen, but it's like at what point, when do we lock in? Because pretty much what you explained is like the mental conditioning that goes into breaking down us, to make us like vulnerable in a sense, or to make us like weaker. That's literally what's happening right now. When it comes down to just like thought processes today compared to like at least a decade ago or 2 decades ago, it is damn near flipped on its head. that's what's going on right now with what they push. Like even with like some of the artists that you have today, like I remember I was reacting to like a Playboy Cardi video where they're talking about I had some Playboy Cardi fans and they're talking about how oh they prefer this kind of music because they're tired of the regular standard in music and they want something that is so different. They're willing to listen to whatever they receive and be fans of it just because it opposes the societal norm. And in like theoretically, that's great, but practically, I'm like, is this the best? Like, is this the best we can do? I feel like we can do better here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like why I kind of like formed like the panel or formed like the topics for today because it's like, when do we lock in? When is it going to be time where it's like, all right, let's sit down and really do something to better our future, you know? Like that's mainly what I was like kind of like the conclusion it was going to be, you know?
What does that look like? And like if you had to describe like what it looks like, us locking in, what does that look like?
Um it's just what it looks like is basically us creating our own system to help each other win or at least to put us back into the conversation of like how great we are because a lot of the times what I see today is like yo we just trying to get lit, we trying to turn up, we trying to just get active. Like I want to see like the way I see it is like all right, we can still do that but like we're still great and we're still amazing and we're still outstanding. It's just it's hard to kind of form that right now, honestly.
Well, and that's why I think panels like this and Culture United and Big Zoe and all of us who are, I'm going to take a step back. Screw made a video. He's been on YouTube forever.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he remembers a time where there was no channels, like none, who combated these racist, non-culture hip hop channels, right? There is more and more of a. I started my channel for the culture. I started my channel to do my small part, be it whatever it is, just to do my part. Unfortunately, a lot of our youth lives on the internet. It takes us continuing to have these types of conversations, make them go viral, and reach the youth. After the Dot and Labrie battle, I seen so many young people going back and looking at lyrics using a dictionary or like they were actually reading lyrics. They are reachable. They just need more of us to be that for them. You know what I mean? Like we all have a lane. Zoe, you're freaking hilarious. Oh my gosh, your edits are out of control. J-Tom, you are also hilarious, but in a more kind of like serious way. Like we all have a lane, you know what I mean? But the end goal is for the culture. They need options. So let's give them what they need. And then maybe, just maybe we can get on one accord and move as a unit and do something about the bull hockey, the shenanigans, the hoot nanny.
But that's a great point you just made because with saying that, that's kind of a way to start because like you just said, everybody has a different way of how they basically present their content, right? So in a sense, what that does, it also almost provides something for everybody, depending on what you like to watch, what fits more with you and your style and what you like to consume as far as content goes. Like some people might not want to laugh. Some people might just want to be serious as hell. You got people that's going to do that for you. I think the whole thing here is just everybody, and when I think that starts with all of us, you know what I mean? And that's like everybody as content creators, it starts with all of us to make other people aware of the other options that they have. so that like you don't gotta go to like a DJ that don't spin. Shout out to Jay Nolan. You don't go to somebody like that because you got somebody that is like, yo, this actually is way better. You know what I mean? So I think some people just don't know because like y'all could probably attest to this. Y'all probably have people that say, "Yeah, I'm happy y'all found your channel." Like I feel like when they say that, they really mean that. But we gotta also understand, like there has to be a way for people to find it first. That's where it starts. So I think when we talk about pushing things forward and making it a better, a place where people have better resources, I think that starts with us, to be honest. And and I think we do a good job as far as everybody building each other up and talking. And shout out to Koala because Koala be showing a lot of love to like all the creators.
Shout out,
shout out to him.
Koala Tea.
I think it's one of those things where it's just there's sometimes like I'll be here just working. I'll be in Koala Tea just chat watching his stream like a regular person, like I don't make content at all. Like I'm watching his stream and I'm enjoying the things he's saying and I'm learning from him. In the same way, like it's hummus to tell you, like I'll be like, she always go live when I'm on the treadmill. And the other day, and I don't know what it is, but when she go live, like I'll be on the treadmill for the long ass time. The last time I was on there for like a whole hour, I was like, what the fuck? Like, but it's like, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, I try to go and consume everybody's content because everybody got something different that they provide. And I feel like people are starting to see that because you'll start to see people that are saying, oh, I know, like they'll be in your chat and they'll be like, oh, I know this person or I know that person. Slowly but surely is getting there to where it's becoming a community where everybody knows each other. And I think that's where
it's beautiful.
That's the direction like we gotta take it in. So all that other shit don't really matter. We just gotta like continuously like promote and big up each other. And that's how it grows. And that's how you change shit. You know what I mean? You got to get these other motherfuckers that's just in here for whatever nefarious reasons. They ask fuck up out of here.
And that's kind of the reason why I made the panel, if I'm going to be completely honest, because it's one thing to have your own channels, but when you bridge that gap in between other channels that have like-minded like ideals, or even if you guys like disagree or debate, like that creates opportunity to build regardless. You know what I'm saying? So when I put together the consumer group chat, like it's in mind for like regardless if you're a big channel or if you're a small channel, when we come together and we have conversations like this, it's going to be substantial.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah,
that's what it comes down to.
That's what it's like a virtual, what did Couch say? It's our virtual village. Like we're building our virtual village because unfortunately there's no more monoculture. And unfortunately, our young ones are not outside. So we have to meet them in the spaces that they're at. And they haven't had channels like ours to help them and to teach them that your Blackness is beautiful, that hip hop is not just music. It is our people expressing themselves via an art form. So all of us play our part. And I just think it's beautiful. And I respect and love all of your channels. And I don't know if you were in there, J-Tom. It could. Anyway, anytime I talk to someone online, they're always like, I'm going to support you because we need to build each other up and vice versa. And we honestly need to do that. We need to build each other up. We need to make our voices heard. And we need to push our messages and our culture forward so that when someone looks up something, academics is not the first thing that pops up. You know what I mean? Like those over there. Like we need to continue to build each other up. So I think it's beautiful. We're gonna, slowly but surely, we are watching the party die, and we are getting there.
Yeah. So
can't wait for that.
Right. And then speaking of support, Mr. Support is Free himself is back. But before real quick, just to say this, just like when it comes to this like platform, when it comes to this panel, like even though like I'm in Canada, like I treat myself like as a guest wherever I go, whichever live stream that I land in, regardless if it's Big Zoes, regardless if it's Miss Hummus, Koala. Like I want to make sure like I'm not trying to be here to be like a shit disturber because there's some certain Canadians out there. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like they disturbing a lot of shit. I wanna I wanna make it super clear. Like I
Meet the
definitely
dirt.
want to be a part of the conversation, but I want to make sure that I step into these spaces with respect, love, and appreciation for every single content creator on here, you know? So that's just my little spiel, you know?
Yeah, I remember when I first found your channel, Flex. I remember when I first found out you was in Canada. I was like, this thing is in enemy territory right now. I was confused. I was like, wait, I was like, bro, this shit is crazy. I was like, yo, there's a lot going on where you at right now. And I remember watching your content and I remember just watching. I'm like, damn, bro. I was like, yo, hey, I was like, you doing your thing. Cause right now it's a lot going on around you. And for you to have the stance that you have and be honest, I'm like, yo, I respect that. So
Gang,
that
you
was
don't
like,
even know, bro.
I'm like, yo, I know you be having some debates like a motherfucker out there, bro. I'm like, man,
I don't talk anymore.
yo, it's crazy. Bro, I watched your content for days before I realized you was in Canada, bro. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, yo,
Well, hey, I gotta bounce. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody subscribe to Flex. Subscribe to all of us. That's Big Zoe, Miss Hummus, King Hammer, myself, Flex. Y'all go subscribe to all of us. We'll give you the content. I'm out this bitch. Ya tu sabes.
Ya
Yes,
tu
sir.
All right,
sabes.
let's go.
appreciate
Peace
you,
out,
bro.
Salute,
Peace
salute.
out.
Man, I've had such an eventful day. I don't even want to talk about it. But I do want to talk about Miss Hummus's point that she made. Let me tell y'all, there is nothing like the hip hop reaction community because I gotta say it was so influential that I wanted to start a page just for the same reason as Miss Hummus or Big Zoe, Koala. Like we all need our voices heard because I believe that we all emulate what a lot of fans refuse to talk about and refuse to actually express because they're so afraid of what the consensus actually agrees upon. Like, are we still listening to Drake? Are we still listening to Kendrick? Are we still listening to Lupe? Like, everybody's afraid to express their opinions, and I'm glad that we all do, and I'm glad that most of us, I'm not going to say all of us, share at least the common knowledge like this is whack, this sells, this doesn't, and we can appreciate more character and the depth of it instead of what's just on face value. Like we look deeper into the messages being sent. We can see past the narratives and the agendas that they're trying to spin. And I believe when we come together like on these panels like this is when everybody can understand like, okay, we all have a similar perception or at least a similar POV of what is actually happening. And I'm sorry if my mic is kind of staticky. It's
No,
because
you're
of these
You're
good.
good.
glasses. It's my glasses is my mic basically. I'm sorry for the I'm not watching the Super Bowl halftime show pose, but no, it's just it's crazy that like all of us are able to, like she said, build this village and come together and be able to at least speak upon what's going down with our art form because this is how we express ourselves or use to express ourselves, if that makes sense. But I
Yeah.
appreciate Miss Hummus. I appreciate Flex. I appreciate you, Big Zoe. Every single time that I'm on YouTube, I make sure to tune into y'all first because it's our channels that really do count. It's hearing it from somebody real, somebody with emotion and with I want to say not the hip hop enthusiasts, but the people that are actively and vocal about what's going on. Because if it wasn't for us, like let's say Koala, HHSB crew, that's my man. First person to ever make me a YouTube mod, and man, shout
Yeah,
out to
shout out
him.
to H. Shout out to
Shout
him.
out to the leaders. Shout
Shout
out
out to crew.
to everybody. Big Kish. All it like I watch all of the reaction community before I even know what's going on, because we all explain it in the best of our abilities, and we all have a pretty continuous audience that is just consistent and on the ball. Like it's amazing this community has done for not only us as the creators, but just people in general. It's motivated a lot of people to start and create their own channels, and I'm so happy to at least have a small part of that. When I get my laptop back, it's going to be a problem. Trust me.
Let's go.
Good.
You already know. I'm over here supposed to be at the supermarket for my wife. She got me running errands. Lord have mercy, I can't catch a break. But just know I love
You better
y'all.
get on
I
it.
appreciate y'all. And I'm doing my best to keep up with the content. Trust and believe there's gonna be more soon. With this new job that I just got, money is gonna be coming in, so I'm getting my laptop back.
There you go.
Trust me. It's time. It's time for the return. But look, I'm sorry I had to do a little word vomit. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Don't kill nobody, stay out of traffic, keep an ace up your sleeve.
Hey.
Appreciate you.
Support is free. Bars.
Can I just say something again? I know I've been taking over. Y'all just tell me to shut the hell up.
Girl, I would never.
Big Zo.
What's up?
I don't think you understand like how many people have love for you. Your edits and sound effects, like I have learned to not watch you when I'm eating or drinking anything. Because I've literally like spit out my food and drink. You and Koala and Macwap, like I make sure there is nothing in my mouth. Pause, while I'm watching y'all. Because I'm like, your edits kill me. You are one of the funniest people on YouTube, and you're very informative, and you could tell you're doing this for the right reason. I just want you to know that your hard work and your edits and what you do does not go unnoticed, because your name is brought up a lot in other live chats. Because some of us be out in these YouTube streets, we be outside.
Nah, I appreciate that. I listen. A lot of it is the community. Like I can't really like say it's all me, to be honest. Like a lot of the edits that y'all see, a lot of things like these things have been built from just making content and having conversations with the Discord. So I can't really say like it's all me. So I mean, shout out to the Discord, shout out to everybody that's in there. Like it's definitely along the way, shit just comes. Shit just start, shit get added to the soundboard. Everybody know, like, you might say something and get added to the soundboard. It might just be you next. You never know.
But you make the edits, right? Yourself?
Yeah.
You make the edits?
Yeah. So
that's the funniest part of all of
Yeah, because
that's
really
like deleted. He makes all his edits. You're just like,
because I really want to have fun with it. That's my whole thing. And people have heard me say this since they've watched me from the beginning. If I ever stop having fun doing this shit, I will stop. Like if it ever gets to a point where it's either stressful or I'm not enjoying it, I will stop. So it's one of those things you just got to have fun with what you do. Like, it takes a lot of time, but it does feel good to know that people like appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like,
we did.
Yeah.
So Flex, can you highlight this XXX glaze unit?
Excuse me?
There's an XXX code.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, this dude right here?
Oh, that's Club Sanity. Because we got a shout out to co-sanity. That's
Blaze, you know.
Okay, because I was about to go ham.
no,
No.
I was about
No, that-
to lay into. Okay,
nah. Shout out to co-sanity, man. Nah, that's
Blaze,
one.
Okay.
you know.
That's on the soundboard.
Hey, let me tell you something. Since you're here right now, just to piggyback off of Miss Thomas's point, I don't know which video it was, bro. I swear to you, I ain't gonna lie. I almost lost my laptop, bro. Bro, I almost had an accident. My career would have ended.
Yeah,
Bro, like your videos, gang, like your shit funny as hell, bro.
yeah.
right?
Bruh. It's yo, they be giving me moments, bro, where they like there's sometimes when they say certain things, I'll be like, yeah, nigga, finally said it. I can't wait to put this meme up in there. Cause they just be giving me shit, bro. You know how many memes I done came up with off Drake and academics alone?
Oh my
Like all they gotta do is talk, bro. And it's like, damn, y'all just giving me more and more shit. Like the shit is it's hilarious.
man, you a dangerous one. You Koala,
Facts, Daniel.
y'all dangerous
Yeah.
to watch. Like I gotta make sure like my desk is clear. Like I
Mac
can't
Wap.
trust nothing here. Mac Wap, like
When
Bruh,
he's by himself, Macwap be like, oh my God, my head and stomach hurt.
yo,
And he just, on my mama. On my mama. I've been saying that all day. On my mama. Hey, y'all are hilarious.
they
So-
was getting on him for the in the washer.
oh, and you washed up. Oh, y'all
Hey,
got
he
me
be-
with that, bro.
They kept saying in the washer. I was like, yo, they kept getting up.
He I don't know if y'all watch him. He be mispronouncing things all the time. Like, nigga, that is not how you pronounce that. And we be trying to like phonetically spell it out for him in his chat. Like,
Yeah, shit was funny. In the washer. It's
hey,
crazy.
watch out. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Man, but nah.
No,
shout
y'all
out
are
to
funny. But you contribute to the culture. And
Yeah.
some people
Mhm.
need that type of entrance and that pause.
Mhm.
Pause. Some people need that to connect with the culture. There's different ways and different balances. But I want to tell both of you, even though you're in Canada, Flex, it doesn't matter. You are still contributing to the
Yeah,
culture
that's a fact.
in general. That's what I want to let y'all know.
Hey, somebody said it in the chat too. I do want that to be like highlighted. Like your perspective from there is actually like much needed as well.
Mhm.
Like your perspective being there and your perspective from there, and you know that is definitely 100% necessary and needed. So, just all
Talking to me?
Flex being in Canada, like his perspective from Canada, like is 100% needed.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing because trust and believe me, this perspective over here, boy.
Especially from Canada.
I tell you, if you were to come here, you guys be in disbelief on God. You be walking
I'm
around
going
with your
to
mouth
Toronto
open
in November for my 18-year wedding anniversary.
all
We're gonna be
right,
there.
but where you gonna stay
Yeah.
is the real question. Like,
Toronto. We're just
girl, I
going
be
to Toronto.
concerned sometimes. Like, just understand. All right, like, don't get it twisted. Go to New Hope King, but get out the area. All right?
No, I don't want to go eat there. Absolutely not.
Hey, do
Me
it.
and my husband, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We bougie. I ain't even gonna sit up here and we bougie. We're
You
gonna
got-
stay.
You gonna bring a mic and a camera? You gonna try to find
You know
some
what I'm saying?
fans, some
Like,
Drake fans?
Don't
I
do it.
don't know because
Ask me
No,
questions.
don't do it.
I just got
Don't do it.
monetized and I was like, what should I do for my members
shout
only?
out to you.
I might vlog.
Yes.
What's it called? Vlog.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I might record some stuff, but
Okay.
I be so in the moment. Like I
Yeah.
paid $3,500 for the GNX concert because I was on second row. I got like 2 videos. Thank God. My coworker took. I live in the moment.
Yeah, nah, that's.
I live in the
that's
moment,
dope.
so I don't know. That's probably not gonna happen, but I might take a couple pictures. But yeah, we try to go to like somewhere, we try to get out of this whack ass place as much as we can. But yeah, we're going to Toronto. So Flex,
then
I'm gonna need your insight.
All right, but I would recommend if you want like bougie, definitely stay around like Yorkville.
Okay.
Yorkville and Toronto, that's gonna be your home. I'll tell you that.
Chat's laughing at me. Hit me up in the Discord. Friend me so I can get the DM. Okay, we got off subject. My bad.
There you go. But yeah, we can pretty much end it here. So I just want to say shout out to the chat, shout out to the panelists. All right, this was a very ambitious one for me, but hey, as far as I see, this one's mission accomplished. You're welcome to return. I definitely want to have other content creators on here as well, just to share the space so we can get everybody else's insight. That's definitely one of my goals. And then like just to continue the conversation together, just to like continue building the community together. Like I feel like it's gonna be really great. So the future for this is definitely gonna be bright.
Right. Appreciate y'all.
All right,
100%.
I'm bored and I'm about to go live.
Yeah, do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
I really appreciate y'all having me here, man. I appreciate the time. I just gotta say this though: is Miss Hummus might be rookie of the year. I don't know.
Yeah,
you might be rookie of the year up here. Don't get on here and act all modest like you ain't know you got exponential growth like real quick.
Let's keep it real. Why do I have growth?
Why? What do you?
Koala Tea said it. He said because I have a whole bunch of horn balls.
Hey,
my audience is young and they are males. That's just. I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like I mean, it's changing now, but I mean,
but if they consuming the content and what you saying, like, you know,
right?
it get them in the door, but as long as they stay and listen, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know?
Yeah, I think it's just because I'm a hot donkey mess.
It's not like you had to show your feet or nothing like that. You know, it's just
showing the feet is crazy.
You know, this is the internet. You know, this the internet.
Like that. They like hands and feet, which makes zero
hands and feet. It's the internet.
Are y'all being serious?
Let me see your hands.
This is a real thing.
Oh no, this is not a joke.
I'm serious too. Like,
so I can make money just showing my hands and feet.
I mean,
no, absolutely not.
Yeah,
ain't no way. No,
it's a thing. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? When you bust down them nails, they like to see that for some reason.
Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you, Big Zo. Thank you. That's what's up. I'll take a rookie of the year.
You know what I mean? When you put them little jewels on the nails, like they be like, "Oh, wait a minute now."
Yeah, extra tips for the nail tips.
They be saying like, "Oh,
You're like, oh,
I don't get my feet and nails done. That's too much drama. Too much time. Hey, you gotta go there. You gotta wait. The hair. I'm a tomboy. Well, somebody said you're a sexy tomboy. Perfect explanation. Ain't nobody got time for that. But thank you, Big Zo. That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate it.
So shout out to the
Big
chat.
Zo be in my chat when he's on the treadmill. So
there you go.
Shout out, chat. I'm gonna go use the facilities and
what you do. We getting out of here.
Refill my Modelo, and I think I'm gonna go live. Well, no, I'm going live. Oh Jesus,
but
Lord!
Shout out
I
to
fast
the chat,
for 24 hours.
Shout out to the panelists. Shout out for the super chats, by the way. Greatly appreciate that. Let's just continue the conversation, continue to be great, and just continue to just keep our foot on the hip hop culture, bro. Because we know we're supposed to be right here. We're in the right space. This is the right environment. Let's keep going with this, you know. So, with that being said, we're gonna head out. So y'all have a great night, great day wherever you are in this world. I appreciate y'all for tapping in for sure. Hey, stick around for the next one. Check out all the other channels. You got Big Zo, Miss Hummus, you got J Tom, you got King Hammer. We all here. We're all locked in. Let's just keep the conversation moving, you know?
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Peace out, people.
Peace.
All right.